Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in today. We have another episode of Tommy's Tiny Trailer Shop coming at you. So today's episode, we're going to talk about catches and latches. You know, it's very important to make sure that your drawers and doors are secure in your RV when you're traveling. You don't want those flying open and have things moving around in your RV. Sometimes those factory catches, they can fail, or they're not the best type of catch for the particular drawer or door, and so you need to replace it. And I want to show you a couple different options that you have today. So we're going to start over here with this one. This is a nice barrel latch. These are very secure. They would go on the outside of the door or drawer, and you could use it horizontally or you could stand it up vertically like this, either one, and they're very secure. As long as you secure this into some good solid wood, this isn't going anywhere. The downside is that you see this. So this is on the outside of your door or drawer. And you have to have a door or drawer that would be flush. So it doesn't always work if your door is not flush with the trim around it. So you might have to add a little piece of wood behind it or something to make it flush. And there again, the aesthetics. You know, you're going to see that, and you don't want to have a whole bunch of these, you know, in your RV where you can see them. Wouldn't be the best, wouldn't be very attractive that way. Now this one, this is a common one that's coming on a lot of RVs, and this mounts actually below the drawer, and these two pieces push together, and this one is actually broken. It doesn't really work correctly anymore, so they just fit together like this, and then you give it a tug and it'll pull back out. But this one does work very easily, and it wasn't holding the drawer shut, so I replaced this one with a different type. Now with this one, you have a piece like this, and then you have this piece that fits in there. And this is pretty secure. This was secure for a while. What happened is, though, after time of using it, this steel separated and became loose and loose. And you can pinch this back together, but in time it's still going to work its way loose. You know, it's not a real secure long-term fix, but it'll work for a while. This latch, I've never had one of these fail. These are very secure, and sometimes there's a little ball stud like this one here for this end, and sometimes there's a similar piece to this one for this side. And they are very secure. The problem is with mounting these, this space here where the rollers are, the RV door frames often are not wide enough where you have a good bite into some wood to mount this. So you might have to use a piece of wood behind your door frame to actually screw this securely into. But there again, this is a very good one, and I've never had one fail. They do hold very secure, but there again, you know, you might have to do a little bit of modification, add a wood piece so that you have something secure to mount this into. The only other drawback is if the screws work loose, this can slide a little bit because these are slotted. So you want to make sure that this is adjusted properly. All right, this one, this is really meant for a lid. It's not really meant for a door or a drawer. But if you would have some sort of lid that you need to hold down, or a lid that maybe is vibrating, this would work well. It will hold it down securely. And some of these even have a loop down here where you can put a lock through. This one does not have that feature, but some of them do. So this would work very well if you had some sort of lid that you need to hold down securely. All right, so that's a couple different types of latches. Now I want to show you what I did to fix a drawer that I had. I didn't use any of these latches. I came up with my own creative solution. So let's take a look over here at this drawer. Now this drawer is under the dinette. It goes 2/3 of the way back, so it's a very long drawer. It's also a very well built drawer, so I can put some weight in this. And I happen to fill it with bottles of water and bottles of pop. So it is heavy once I get it filled up. Now, this drawer had one of the black ones that mount underneath. And, you know, as I showed you, that one was broken. Did not actually come off of this drawer, came off of a different drawer. But needless to say, that one catch under this drawer was not enough. And I didn't feel as though 2 or even 3 catches was going to be enough with the weight of this drawer. So what I came up with was this solution. This is just a piece of metal rod that I had in my shop, and I simply just drilled a hole back here and through the side of the drawer, and it just simply slides right in. And I've been using this for over a year now, and it has never come out of there. It's never allowed the drawer to open, and it's held the drawer very secure for thousands of miles. So we just pull the rod out and we can open up the drawer. Now you can see inside there is a little hole here, and of course when the rod is inserted it does stick into the drawer. Now truthfully I could cut this off a little bit shorter so it didn't stick in as far, but this was the length it was, and I just kind of smoothed the end here a little bit and said that's good. I've never had it puncture anything in here or get in the way. You just have to make sure that you don't put anything right here in front of where you're going to insert it. All right, so all you do is just close up the drawer and insert the pin, and the drawer is secure, ready to go. All right, well, that's our little information on some drawers and catches. Of course, some people use child locks, and you know, they work well for some situations, but they might not work on every type of door or drawer in your RV. So, you know, do some searching, you know, shop around at your hardware store. Maybe you can find something else that'll work good in your situation. But whatever you do, make sure that your doors and drawers are secure, because you don't want them flying open when you're driving and creating a hazard. Alrighty, well, that's it for today's episode. We thank you for watching, and be sure to click like and subscribe, and we'll catch you down the road.